Okay, let's start to explore the options of the Git add, and we are going to use this as synopsis and learn how the syntax how the Git add is is written. So the synopsis is just like the syntax in other languages like Python. We use syntax. So here we say synopsis. So synopsis is how the command is written. Synopsis is how the command is written, and in the last video, the introduction to Git add, we learned that Git add always add by the content to the index. And the plain English of which is that Git add tells Git which changes you want to include in the next commit. So the index we learned that is the staging area. So in the thinking or the picturing is just like saying I'm selecting files for my next snapshot or for my next commit. That is git add. So the synopsis, how the command is written, is that we have git add. This is the command. We also have options in the square bracket. This means this is optional. So options like what we are going to do in the next in this lesson, which is git verbose. So options, there are a lot of options in git add, the verbose, the force, dry run, and so on. So in this lesson we will do the git add verbose. So next is files. Which things do you want to add to the staging area? So this is how the synopsis of the git add is. So you write your command, then your options, and then the files that you want to add. So what the verbose means? The verbose, it's like showing details or saying everything that is happening. So the analog is just like packing your school backpack and saying out loud each item as you put it in. For example, pencil, notebook, branch box. That is exactly what Verbose does for Git. So the problem developers faced before before this Git Verbose is explained in this scenario. So imagine you changed 10 files in a big project and you want to stage them all git. So you would say git add, then a dot sign or dot symbol. So git stages all files silently if you do that. For example, let's try to write it practically. So for example, in this print working directory, in this directory, git add practice master. Let's try to list. We are having data, date, notes, and report files. So if we try to add all, we will say git add then dot. So here you say git status, you will check the status that all three files that we have created have been tracked. So this git verbose, so without git add verbose, you will face the problems. You will stage all files silently. You don't know which files were added. So this can cause things like important files not being staged, accidental staging of wrong files, and mistakes in commits on big projects. So the solution for this is that you need a git add verbose. So verbose will inform you everything that is added into the for the next commit. Yeah, everything that is staged for the next commit. So let's reset git. Let's undo the staged file. Git reset. Say git status. So you see, so we are in this directory. Yes, the directory git add practice, and we have these files, data, the Excel one, notes, the text, and the report, the Word document. So if we want to add this file silently without the verbose, it will add them silently, and we will not know which files are added, and this can cause the problems as I shared with you. So let's try to add them with and without verbose to see what problem does the verbose solve. So if we add this, say git add uh, all files, we use the dot sign, and say git status. Say git status, you will see that the all three files, the new files, data, report T, and notes have been tracked for the next commit. So let's reset so that we can try to see the difference with verbose. So git reset, git status, git status. You see now the three files are untracked as we did reset the staging process. So now let's try to add, but with respect to verbose, to see how verbose can tell us what's going on in the staging process. In the staging process. So if we want to show the info to stage the files and show the files that are staged, while adding we say git add verbose, verbose a hyphen v, and then dot to mean all files. Then you will see that the staging is done while the info of which files are staged is shown. Here you can see we have add data, add notes, add report. This is like a notification on what is going on. So that's why it is called a verbose. Why? Because it says everything that's going on while adding. If you do a git add a dot, that means to add your files as no, without the verbose, then it is a silently staging. So this one will help you to see exactly what git is adding and help avoid mistakes and give you confidence before committing. You can also use the long form, that is git add double hyphen, then verbose, and then dot to mean all files. Then this is also practical. Yes, so git status, you see the changes to be committed. So silent staging, it means you won't see which files were added as it happens, but verbose staging, Git prints each file as it is staged. It is an instant confirmation. So editing files before staging shows how Git tracks up, updates. And in summary, the verbose mode solves the problem of uncertainty when staging many files. It prevents accidental commits of wrong files and shows updates clearly when files are edited before staging. Gives confidence and transparency in your workflow. Bye bye and best wishes.